Hey everybody, this is JDGaming back today with an opening of Legendary Collection Kaiba. Now this is something that I was really looking forward to, much like many of you guys. I was thinking, you know, we got Yugi's world, we eventually got Joey's world, where the heck is Kaiba's world? And they dropped the world aspect of these collections, but nonetheless, this is an amazing set filled with lots of legacy support, revamped from Kaiba style cards, things used with his cards or just with dragons in general, and of course the hand traps that honestly will probably make this set an expensive one going into the future. I think this is one of those sets that's really going to gain value over time. On the back, it says, "Power is what this game is all about," which of course Kaiba says, keeping it politically correct by cutting out all the stuff about fates for losers like your pathetic grandpa, but you know, whatever, they decided to keep that part at least. And then on the sides is really just the name of the set with kind of this background logo thing behind the Kaiba Corp stuff, kind of like the first season digital hologram effects that they had on the dual terminal thingies that they use. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and crack this thing open and see what we can pull from this. Honestly, if this were like back when I was doing like trade binders and all that stuff, I probably would have picked up a case of this, and I was seriously considering picking up a case just to keep for the future, because I do think this set has the potential, again, to just really go up in value. Plus it just has so many really cool things in it. But I don't know, we're just doing the one opening for now. Who knows, maybe I'll feel like it. We'll open the promo pack, believe it or not, at the very end, because I know a lot of people open this first, and like a lot of you guys are here just to see this stuff, right? And then we'll eventually go through that. If you've already seen it, great, you can tune out, and then, you know, we'll do it this way. Toss this. We do have a game board in here. It does have some of the newer cards on it. So on this side, whoa, the texture on this, if you've gotten the previous game boards, you'll know that they were like glossy. This is actually kind of a nice texture. I was kind of very surprised by it. It's more like the closest thing I thought of was like a crayon, but no, it's not like greasy, waxy, or flaky. It doesn't come off. It's like a nice treated rubber feeling on top. I'm not sure, but we have King of D, complete with his Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon guitar. Didn't realize that's what he was carrying. Goddess of Sweet Revenge and Loop of Destruction. So pretty cool. And then on the back, of course, is basically the front of the Legendary Collection box. Neither side, it looks like, has, actually no, this side, I spoke too soon, has zones on it, but they didn't bother putting the pendulum zone here and here. They just called it, no, they put a pendulum zone here and here. It's just covered by all of that stuff there. But yeah, we're gonna, I don't know, it's pretty cool. We're gonna go ahead and open these now. These feel a lot smaller because even though they're mega packs, they only have 10 cards each, and they all have foil. So 4 secrets, 6 ultras in them, including, you know, a secret version of JDGaming. So that's honestly what sold me on this set, to actually pick one up in person. Even though, you know, I'm not buying tons and tons of these cards anymore. So I think it starts with ultras in the front, hopefully. So we'll get started. Oh, I was wrong. We start off with Dark Arm Dragon. So yeah, I'm gonna start with the back then. But that was the first awesome pull. We have then on top of that. Wait, what? It's mixed up. What? Sage with Eyes of Blue. Anyway, we got 2 secrets there. The Flute of Summoning Dragon, I don't even know where this stuff is anymore, but this is awesome. And Exile of the Wicked, that's a cool reprint of a tournament pack. Just hope we don't pull too much. Tiger Dragon, I actually really like the concept of the Chinese dragon and the tiger and all this stuff. So this card was always just one of my personal favorites, so I really like that. V Tiger Jet as an ultra looks very nice. Ace Dogfighter's unbeatable in dog fight. We have Cloning, which is a cool jump promo back in the day. Giant Red Sea Snake is another one of those tournament pack promos. Dragoonity Legionnaire, remember when that thing... And yes, we got it. Like, I don't need these. I don't need Ash Blossoms or anything. We have JDGaming in enemy controller right here in the very first pack. So I'm already happy. I have exactly what I want. But yeah, we're gonna open these and, you know, see if we can profit at this point now, because at this point I got everything I wanted. No, to be honest, this is just a fun set to open. Let's see what else we can get. Azure Eye Silver Dragon. It looks like 2 secrets in the front and 2 secrets in the back is the pattern then. So I'll move these to the back for now, and we'll try it this way. So we have VW Tiger Catapult finally getting a foil print, and it honestly looks really nice. I loved the GX era, so it's really cool to see that. Virus Cannon as a foil as well. This thing was cool for collecting in like the legendary or like the anime collection that I'm doing, so kind of cool to see that. Raigeki, now that's a rumored to be short printed card, so very nice to see that as an ultra. So like, yeah, in terms of value, I think I'm starting to make it back. Heavy mech support armor, now this was the one out of the heavy mech guys that I wanted as a foil, just as a one of an ABC, so this is fantastic. Ring of Destruction, the original artwork and everything as an ultra, errated of course, but still very powerful. Tyrant Burst Dragon, looks kind of like the Dragons of Legend 3 reprint of it, but still cool nonetheless. Lullaby of Obedience, wow, that looks very cool as a secret rare. Ability to steal your opponent's key cards in mirror matches is pretty sweet, so I really like that. We have the Melody of Awakening Dragon, which looks really nice in secret rare. And then we have the Azure, as we knew about, and then Ancient Rule. So well actually all 4 of these are Kaiba related in some way. Honestly, like these 3 could be played in Blue Eyes decks, and then this is just a powerful card in general. So yeah, I mean, Raigeki really sold that pack for me. And then let's see what we can pull for our last pack, and then we'll go through our promos. So we'll move these 2 to the back. Kind of interesting how they decided to do it. I thought they'd be in the middle like they always did. Vampire Lord is an ultra. Tyrant Wing as an ultra as well. Looks like the Dragon's Legend 3. Dragunity Phalanx. This is another cool card way back from Hidden Arsenal 3, I believe. So very nice to finally see that. Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, not gonna complain as a Psychic player especially. I love this card, so you know, new rarity of this is always cool. Heavy Mech Support Armor, now I have 2, so I can play around with that. Crush Card Virus looks like the original, just like the Ultra Prize card version, except it has that attribute symbol as foil, so quite nice there. Return of the Dragon Lords, that's a really good secret rare. Target a level 7 or 8 dragon in your grave and special it, and then if your dragon would die, you can go and banish this from the grave instead. Very expensive super rare card, so this is a pretty nice reprint as well, because like the super was as expensive as the deck, and sometimes more expensive, so that's just insane. We have Terraforming as a secret. That's nice. It seems very spell heavy on the secret rares, but that's just what I'm feeling. I really like Terraforming, so this is very nice. A lot of people like this card. Trade In, this is another really fantastic card. Just generic draw 2 if you control or have a level 8 rather in your hand to pitch. And then Priestess was as a blue. This was like a super in Shining Victory, so kind of a nice rarity upgrade. So yeah, we'll go through this pack and then we'll do a quick recap of everything. So this of course is just 5 predetermined cards, kind of what I mentioned before, but we'll still go through and read them for those who've never seen them. So Goddess of Sweet Revenge is a version of this one card. I'm not going to try pronouncing it. If I had the card, honestly, I think I'd do pretty good at saying it, but I don't know off the top of my head. It's the card that Kaiba used to jam Chemo's gun in the Japanese version of the original show. And then, honestly, it's just his random card. It came in like the starter deck. It was the level 6 fairy guy. But basically, she says, same stats, level 6 fairy, 1800, 2000, while you control no cards, and this is the only card in your hand, so extreme dire straits here. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, directly of course, you can discard this card, destroy as many cards as possible your opponent controls, and then special summon a monster from your deck. This thing of course is supposed to be this ultimate Goddess of Sweet Revenge, you know, hand trap to turn the tides. How practical is it? It's kind of interesting. It is possible to set up with Norlaris, Sky Scourge Norlaris. My brother is actually playing that deck for a very long time, and when he saw this card, he's like, this is funny off of Norlaris. You know, you just draw this as your one card. Your opponent tries to fight back, get rid of that one card, and now you can trade it for any monster. I don't know if it ends up being very controllable, but I don't know. It's a cool card nonetheless, so I really like this. We have the King of D. Why they don't just say dragons at this point, I don't know. But I mean, they're doing it for continuity's sake, but you know, that has a lot of different connotations there. So Spellcaster, 1200, 1100 for stats, level 4. This card's name becomes Lord of D while on the field, of course, so that you can activate the Flute of Summoning Dragon. And then when this card is normal summoned, you could discard a spell or trap to add a Flute of Summoning Dragon, Melody of Awakening Dragon, or Dragon Revival Rhapsody from your deck to your hand. If this thing could fetch all 3 of those, it would have been absolutely nuts. But nonetheless, being able to choose between, honestly, Flute of Summoning Dragon, yeah, I mean, it's not bad, but it's more of like a win more type of card in a lot of situations. But being able to search a lot through Melody, or being able to revive things for a big play with Dragon Revival, Those are some pretty good things. Reason Flute's not as good is basically you're not gaining anything out of that transaction by placing those monsters on the field. You're just losing Flute of Summoning Dragon. The other two actually replace themselves in some way, so that's why they tend to be a little more on the competitive side. Then we have Destruction Dragon, the non-existent, really, I believe, card version of Critias when fused with Ring of Destruction. And then it says once per turn, you could target a card your opponent controls, kill it, and then if it was a monster, you inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original attack. 2,000 attack, 3,000 defense. Pretty interesting monster overall. And then we have Dragon Revival Rhapsody. This is the thing that the King of D mentioned. So this completes the trinity there, and it says if you control a spellcaster monster, which this thing is, or any of your blue eyes things, you know, your priestess, your sage, whatever. If you control a spellcaster monster, you can target up to 2 dragons in your grave, including at least a normal monster, and special summon them, no discard cost or anything involved. The only thing is your opponent can't take any damage this turn, but you could still attack and kill your opponent's monsters, plus that way, take control of the game. Lots of really powerful applications for this card, to be completely honest, especially when you could potentially search it with King of D. Even if you don't want to, it's just a good tech. I think this is a really, really nice card for this strategy, so very nice to see. And finally, Loop of Destruction is a new revamped version, or I guess another version, I won't say revamped, of Ring of Destruction. So it's a continuous trap that says this card's name becomes Ring of Destruction while on the field, essentially just telling us that Konami has no intention right now of bringing Ring of Destruction back from limited status, and then that'll let you play Destruction Dragon. While it's on the field, once per turn, if a monster or monsters on the field is destroyed by a card effect, except during the damage step, you can target one monster on the field, destroy it, and if you do, each player takes 500 damage. And of course, this is simultaneous, and they did put in that ruling into effect when they added the original Ring of Destruction, that if you were to lose life points and your opponent were to, then like you'd lose first. It's just like they just did that ruling so that you wouldn't ever be able to win off of a card like this anymore, and cheese draws. But yeah, I mean, it's an interesting card nonetheless. These, unfortunately, in some respects, fortunately for, like, I guess Dragon Revival, if that's something that you wanted, or King of D if you wanted that in like a Blue Eyes deck all blinged out, do come as secret rares in this core set. So I mean, it's a possible thing you have to watch out for, but nonetheless, I mean, it's a cool pool of cards that you're getting as promos. I think these are some of the coolest promos we've gotten in a while. And then just some highlights here. I really like the Econ. The Dark Arm Dragon was insane. Sage is always a nice reprint. I mean, I personally just like the Tiger Dragon, so we'll say we'll pull that out. And then we got some cool, like, tournament pack-like cards as well. From here, we got Lullaby is a good reprint, Azure Eyes, and Melody is, you know, just good secrets for the Blue Eyes theme. I really like this Raigeki. Ultra rare. We got Heavy Mech, I'll pull out one of, and then Ancient Rules as well, just because it's a Blue Eyes related card. Then we have Priestess, Trade-In, Terraforming. Now, this thing's really nice. Return was great, Crush card is great, Ghost Ogre is great, and then I honestly like the Dragunities and the Vampire Lord, and just like all this stuff in general, but like this is just like a good spread of random goodies that we ended up pulling. So let me know down in the comments below what your favorite cards from this set are. What do you think they missed for Kaiba? Alternative Dragon is a huge thing that they really honestly should have included in here. There's some things here in there as well, so yeah, discuss that in the comments and let me know what you guys think. So thanks, guys. This is JDGaming. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. That's the end of this video, but if you'd like to see more of this series, you can click the annotation on the right, or you can see the last video I did by clicking the one on the left. If you enjoyed, I encourage you guys to leave a like and share it with others you think who may enjoy it as well. And if you'd really like to see more updates, then subscribe to JDGaming for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Thanks, guys. This is JDGaming. Hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll see you guys next time.